America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me.
Nothing's wrong. Don't worry, America. It's just President Brandon's extensive vocabulary has him knowing big words that you don't. That's why he's the leader of the free world, and you are not. Good evening. We look forward to you being in concentration camps after you help us implement our plan fully. And to help us get there, we're bringing you our top stories tonight, including Ghislaine Maxwell's sentencing and the elites she serviced remaining free, the January 6th committee's super successful witch hunt against Trump, Joe Biden admits his guilt surrounding China, Disney is going even harder after your children, and failing for some reason, and criminal Tucker Carlson is mingling with a criminal comedian. More on that in a minute, but first.
Alright, stopping it there and welcome to Mika Reaction Reviews, where we react to things on the internet, same day, same shirt, different video. And today we're returning to Awaken with JP. He just keeps producing these videos and we keep reacting to them. So, the beginning, when our dear old dad, President Biden, I think that we should give him a break. I think he was just glitching. We are living in a simulation, right? Or he was just praying in tongues. He caught the Holy Spirit, you know what I mean? Anyway, we're gonna get right into it. Before you do, if you like type of videos, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to get notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support the channel any further, you can donate. My PayPal and Cash App link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop. Links down below and links to all of the eternal platforms I'm on, my socials, including my Twitter, all the ways to support me, and all the ways to contact me for business is always in the links down below. Other than that, sit back, relax, and continue to enjoy the video. Alright, let's get back into it.
After Americans spent an entire month being told to celebrate Marxism, they were allowed to spend one day celebrating freedom and independence on the 4th of July. Americans would not be able to celebrate Independence Day if it weren't for guns. Think about that. And then stop thinking about that and think about this instead. Moving along. Old rock stars like Crosby, Still, and Nash, who are well past their prime and relevance, took a hard stance in the Joe Rogan controversy last January, telling Spotify that if they don't drop Rogan, they're leaving Spotify. So they left. And now they're back on Spotify. Weird to see people with no principles not standing by their principles. The score is officially Joe Rogan 1 and cancel culture 0.
It's like the same people that when Trump won presidency, they were like, we're moving to Canada, but not really. Or when Roe was overturned, we're moving to Canada. Oh, not really. Literally saying that you're moving or leaving a platform is just another form of virtue signaling. It's the same thing with brands. Sometimes where like the wokes get contact with influencers or YouTubers brands or creator brands, and the brands would be like, oh yeah, okay, we're gonna drop him because he's homophobic or transphobic or whatever McCarthyism that you've done to this creator, and then they just sneakily come back like a couple of months later because no one has any principles anymore. And it is kind of weird to get one day for 4th of July for freedom and a whole month for being queer. Again, I have nothing against Pride or Pride Month, but we should have a whole month for 4th of July for freedom, from independence. That's really important. Anyway, let's continue.
Ghislaine Maxwell has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for child sex trafficking. And because the governments and courts and the fine people that control them have been so effective in preventing her from naming their names, she apparently trafficked children to no one. Haha. No more questions in this case, please. As Tim Kennedy points out, this is the first time in history that two people have been charged with sex trafficking without those they serviced being charged. Well, Tim, thank you for acknowledging our accomplishments as we continue to build back better. Now, please be a responsible parent and go take your young children to a drag show.
So, the Maxwell thing, that's really disappointing. You know, Epstein pretty much got off scot-free. Like, yeah, he lost his life. Either he took it or he lost it, but he wasn't really, no one got justice out of that. And Maxwell getting 20 years is laughable. I'm sorry. I think Maxwell should have either got 20 years or life for each and every person she helped traffic. And the fact that everyone who was involved besides, I guess, Maxwell and Epstein gets to get off scot-free and continue perversing globally and just continue to get away with it. These type of stories is something that makes me almost like, not black pill, but like almost just like give up. Like, why ask for justice in some of the most heinous crimes when you're not really gonna get it, right? It's like a big slap you to the public because it's so obvious that a lot of people got away with really, really shitty things. Yeah, but anyway, let's continue.
Now, we in the media want to take a moment and rightfully do our jobs by crucifying other people in the media who dangerously report on truth rather than reporting on the prescribed narrative that we are so proud to be paid to be loyal to. Two people on that list who both should be in prison for crimes against the narrative got together for an interview. Tucker Carlson and disgraced ginger comedian JP Sears. Take a look at some of what these dangerous patriots had to say.
You have a very keen eye for irony, hypocrisy, and a sharply attuned ear to language. I thought your video on My Body, My Choice was, and we played a short excerpt from it, was absolutely brilliant, where, I'll let you put it in your words, but why is it my body, my choice when it comes to abortion, but not my body, my choice when it comes to the vaccine?
Because I don't think my body, my choice, as it's played out in woke culture, I don't think it's based on a principle.
Right.
If it was based on principle, then my body, my choice would mean something when it comes to all topics.
Right.
Abortion, vaccines, anything. But because it's not based on principle, it's based on propaganda, the reality of it shifts. Of course, your body, your choice. Go have an abortion, and we're going to celebrate you for making such an empowered choice. Oh, you don't want a vaccine? Well, that is the unvirtuous thing to do.
You can't have a job.
You can't have a job. Get out of society.
I hate those cis white men. Now, we cannot stress to you how important it is to avoid watching the full interview on Tucker Carlson's Today Show. None of it is approved thought from the Ministry of Truth, and we have early reports that 100% of all viewers have contracted monkeypox from it. We've got to all do our part to help slow this spread. Don't watch it.
All right, JP, I see you with your sly marketing and promotion, but yeah, you should go watch the full interview. Yeah, I also don't, it's not based on principles or values or anything like that. Like I've said this multiple times, it's based on ideology. I worship my ideology like it's my God, Lord, and Savior. It doesn't have to make sense because if it's a part of my ideology, it's just a part of my ideology. And if people want to flip it and say, well, pro-lifers also are anti-mandate, but pro, not getting abortions, basically. I would say to that is that it's not your body, it's another body, it's another human being inside you that a lot of people feel, including myself, deserve some sort of humanity and human value and protection. That would be the difference in that, but I can see why people would think that's also hypocritical. But anyway, let's continue.
Don't watch it. Recently, Cassidy Hutchinson was the star witness in the January 6th committee's super legitimate witch hunt against President Trump. While testifying, Cassidy Hutchinson delivered bombshell testimony of other people's first-hand accounts of President Trump doing nothing wrong, which proves President Trump is guilty of multiple crimes surrounding the events of January 6th. And now, after her riveting testimony, a text from Cassidy has been unearthed, which shows her true feelings about the January 6th committee's subpoena of her to testify. In the text, she referred to the January 6th committee as BS. When asked about Cassidy's text calling the January 6th committee BS, the January 6th committee responded by saying, "This text makes her an even more credible witness for us." And it's being reported by conspiracy outlets everywhere that help expose reality that President Joe Biden knew about his crack addict felony committing son's business dealings with China, in spite of Joe's denial of involvement. Hunter's pesky laptop, which still does not exist according to us, had the backup of a voicemail left on it by head of the American Communist Party, Joe Biden. Have a listen.
Just want to talk to you. I thought the article, at least the thing online, it's going to be printed tomorrow in the Times, was good. I think it's clear.
We have reports that a recent follow-up voicemail from Joe to Hunter had the president, after AIDS changed his depends, reprimanding his son, saying, "Why can't you delete evidence like an adult?" When asked about it, Joe Biden said he has no recollection of that voicemail, or of anything. And in other news, Disney is at your children again, this time with beloved character Buzz Lightyear in his own movie. The storyline of this movie is a rich, heroic tale of indoctrinating your children into LGBTQ propaganda. The Pixar propaganda piece cost $200 million to make and took the world by an irrelevant storm with an opening weekend of just $51 million. When speaking of the immense profitability of their propaganda, a naked Disney representative standing in front of children said, "This has been our most profitable project this year." When asked in hindsight if there was anything that could have been done to make this film that parents didn't want to take their children to see even more profitable, the Disney representative said, "Yes, we should have had Ghislaine Maxwell voice one of the characters."
I feel like sometimes the mainstream just like denies reality. Like if they just keep saying it enough times, a lot of people will actually believe it, but if they keep saying it enough times, then it would just become the truth. It's almost like when Amber Heard's court case was going on, and it kept making it seem like Aquaman was like the biggest ever like DC Marvel movie ever created. Like, I didn't watch it. Nobody watched Aquaman. I'm sorry. And if you did, you watched it for Jason Momoa. But it's like, of course they're gonna say that because they need to save face, even if it's not true. But I do want to speak on the whole like rainbow community or rainbow people being into kids movies. I don't really have an issue with introducing gay people into movies because I feel like gay people exist. That's a thing that exists. However, depending on the age that the group is targeted, because like if it's in movie that's created for like babies all the way up until like, I don't know, 8 years old, there really shouldn't be any romance going on in these movies anyway. The movie should have all basically asexual characters in it, because why is there any sort of romantic relationships happening if there's a movie that is sort of geared or targeted to very young kids? Heterosexual or homosexual, there really shouldn't be anything happening. And that's, to me, unless you're having a character just walk around and go like, "I'm gay, by the way, I'm Buzz Lightyear, just to let you know I'm gay." The only way you really will depict that is through romantic or sexual relationships. Other than that, they're just a human being. It's not like gay people have like special tentacles coming out of their heads or something like that, right? And so there's really no other way to identify it. I guess if you had a character that was male and very flamboyant, or female that's very masculine, but at the same time, there can be straight feminine guys and straight masculine girls. So I don't mind like gay people being added to movies, because gay people exist. That's a reality of our society. But it depends again on the age of the kids that you're targeting. I'm repeating myself, but if they're very young kids, there should be no romantic or sexual relationships, colluding, kissing, making out, any of that stuff in the movie. So yeah, the characters should just be asexual, no sexuality. They should just be human beings and just depicting out whatever story the movie is about. That's how I feel about it. But anyway, let's continue.
The magic of Disney, ladies and gentlemen. This just in. If you're on TikTok, the Chinese Communist Party has all your data, and Joe and Hunter Biden want each other to know it's fine. Nobody will ever find out about our involvement. We're clear. And our viewer comment of the week comes in from Kales H, who commented on our reenactment video of January 6th committee's bombshell testimony against Trump of Cassidy Hutchinson, whatever. Kales H says, "Coming from someone who was in DC at the march, when I came home and heard all the lies, I couldn't help but chuckle to myself. I watched officers let people into the Capitol, and the arguments from people who weren't there were ridiculous." Well, Kales H, we'll have to wait for Cassidy Hutchinson, who wasn't there, to tell us what your experience was before we can know what your experience was. We'll be standing by. That's it for tonight's news. We hope you're enjoying the clown show, because it is quite an art form. Good night.
All right, guys, that was JP with our weekly roundup of idiocracy in the United States and the West. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell to get notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support this channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal and Cash App link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop. Links down below and links to all of the internet platforms I'm on, my socials, including my Twitter, all the ways to support me and all the ways to contact me for business is always in the links down below. I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle. I live abroad. If you'd like to know where I am in the world, you can go to the description box below and also in the comment section. Hit the link. Go subscribe to my travel vlog channel and or follow me on my travel Instagram. My stories is usually what's most of the day. And I also have my second channel, Speak Freely. Links down below. And you guys have an amazing day. Bye.